Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the special December 31st, 2025 meeting of the Rules Committee. I'd ask everybody to please stand for the pledge. Brent, would you lead us?
Thank you, Chairman Birmingham. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd ask Clerk to call the roll, please.
Legislator Elner,
Here.
Legislator Gouldman, Chairman Birmingham.
Here. We have a brief agenda today. Before we get into the agenda, we do have an additional item. So I'd ask I'll make a motion and ask for a second to amend the agenda to include an additional item. That item is correction to the legislative manual of 2021 to go ahead and just clean up some of the clerk of the legislature language that's in there currently. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor for adding it?
Aye.
Aye. All we did was add it. We'll discuss it towards the end of the committee meeting. Okay, item number 3, rescind resolution number 377 of 2025, a local law to amend chapter 25 of article 6 of the code entitled Transportation Advisory Council. This is due to, we did pass this, and this will go for the next, the fourth item. We did pass 2 local laws at our year-end meeting last week and a half ago, and those have to be published within a certain time. Our 2 official newspapers, unfortunately, are not publishing during the holiday week, so we missed with respect to the public hearings that have to be held, we missed those publication deadlines. That's why we're having this meeting today, to consider these again and hopefully pass them, and I imagine that's why we're having the full later on. So I'll move item number 3. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item number 4 is a companion to item number 3. It is the adoption of a local law to amend Chapter 25, Article 6, entitled Transportation Advisory Council. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I have a comment.
Of course.
I just would like to thank Commissioner Barosa for bringing this to our attention, reviving the Transportation Council, and for also following my suggestion and implementing the inclusion of the MTA board member to the Transportation Advisory Council in Putnam. I think that's an important resource for us. The MTA is a big part of our lives here in Putnam County, and it's great to have the input of our representative to the MTA on our advisory council. So thank you.
Yes, that's a good point. Any other legislators have any comment? Any comment from the public? No? It's been moved and seconded, I believe, Ed?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 5 is similar to item number 3. This is rescinding resolution number 375 of 2025, changing the charter to provide for a council to the majority to the county legislature and council to the minority of the county legislature. I'll move it. Is there a second?
Second.
Just briefly, this is just rescinding that resolution, not out of any substantive reason, but out of procedure. Again, it's a local law, one that needs a public hearing and the publication deadlines for the publication schedules for our official newspapers made this an impossibility to pass pursuant to our charter. Are there any comments on this from the legislature?
It's good government.
Yeah. The rescinding, any comments on the rescinding resolution from the public?
I have some comments.
Of course.
And I just rewrote my comments from December 18th. I just want to speak briefly, and I want to stay focused on the law, as there's a lot.
This is the rescission of the law.
Oh, the rescission,
Yeah.
okay.
But
So-
the floor is yours.
No, I'll wait. There was a
Okay.
mishap with, the papers, and we have to rescind it to get it to public notice in time.
Right, precisely. Any other comment? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 6, it's a readoption of local law changing the charter to provide for a council to the majority of the county legislature and a council to the minority of the county legislature. I'll move it. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion from any member of the legislature?
I have a comment.
Yes.
Just rewrote my comments from December 18th, and again, I want to stay focused on the law. There's a lot that's been discussed regarding this, and a lot of people put in a lot of time, including our legislative council, a VC, and fellow colleagues on the legislature. Everybody had an opportunity to comment on it and change it and add. Again, I really feel like this local law is about capacity and not conflict. It's about whether this legislature has the internal tools it needs to do its job well, regardless of party and regardless of who holds power at any given moment. And I am uncomfortable saying the word power in that, because power is a loaded word. And honestly, it's a word that deep down makes me very uncomfortable, because I think that's what I've heard a lot in regard to this discussion. If we give somebody this opportunity to have counsel, maybe they'll have too much power. But in this room, power isn't something we're meant to possess or protect for ourselves. It is something we temporarily hold on behalf of the people we represent. And it shifts a lot. It's shifted quite a bit in my time of 17 years as an elected official. It always does. And I'm going to do something that I did when I was in 6th grade when I first ran for office. And it's, some of us like to quote from maybe our founding fathers, like our friend Brett Yaris often quotes here. Some of us like to quote superheroes, in the things we do. I like to quote rock stars. And it dawned on me when I heard this song this morning that I've been in this place over and over again with the shifting of power. And I want to quote my new favorite guy who holds a guitar, Lucas Nelson. And he wrote, "Every time you win, every time you lose, there's a guarantee with everything under the sun. Nothing lasts, and God ain't done. Who knows what lies around the bend? Old enemies become new friends, but what goes up must come back down. And everything comes back around." And that's what I've learned since I first ran for office when I was in 6th grade. So the question before us today isn't who has power today, it's whether the institutions we are responsible for will function properly, no matter who holds power tomorrow. That's why structure matters, that's why balance matters, and that's why capacity matters. The proposal before us creates counsel for both the majority and the minority of this legislature. It ensures parity. It reinforces the separation of powers that protects all of us and ultimately the people we serve. This doesn't weaken the executive branch or make any one of us disloyal to a political party for supporting it. It does not undermine the county attorney. It doesn't undermine the county executive or the congressman. It simply gives the legislature the internal capacity to draft better laws, ask better questions, and govern more effectively. Strong institutions make for better collaboration, not less. And that includes an equal, stronger, healthier working relationship with the county executive. If issues arise in the future, this body always retains the authority to amend this local law. And we definitely should take a look at this local law in the future. I can see some things that can be improved already, but for now, it's important because the decisions about how this legislature functions are made here by us and not influenced by people who do not serve on this body. And that is why that is what I have been witness to for the past 7 years. Lots of outside influence, and it makes me really uncomfortable. I serve in this room, on this legislature, in front of the public. So I hope none of us are making this decision out of fear of losing support in a future election, or fear of stepping outside expectations set somewhere other than right here in this room. This vote should go and should be about substance, structure, and good governance. I also want to say that I wish that every member were here today to participate in this discussion. It's the second time we've had this discussion, and it's the second time members of this legislature have been given the responsibility of voting on this important local law. Decisions about the independence and structure of this legislature are best made with all voices present. Now, there was a time a year ago where a vote regarding legislative council was brought before us, and I didn't attend that meeting. And Rob Cullen wrote a letter to the editor about how I missed that meeting. And it's no secret, I wasn't going to vote for Rob Fiorello to be our legislative counsel, and that speaks volumes. I didn't show up for that meeting because I was way, way far out of town, very much well in advance planned. But this is 2 votes we've had, and the presence matters when we're talking about the long-term integrity of this body. and the record will speak volumes. People aren't present. I support this measure because strong, independent, and transparent institutions serve the people of Putnam County. Let the record today speak for itself. And sometimes what isn't said and who isn't present tells us just as much as what is. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other member of the legislature have any comments on this item? Tom?
Thank you. Yes, I will reiterate what I said a week and a half ago, that this is not a luxury that is before us this evening. This local law is a safeguard for effective governance. And this legal support strengthens democracy at the local level, ensuring powers are respected and public interest is protected. And thank you for all your comments, Legislator Montgomery. I totally agree with you.
Thank you.
Any other legislator have any comments? Greg?
This is a necessity. Both legislators, Montgomery and Adenisi, have touched on this. You need to have a separation of powers. This will assure it. The other thing is, for everybody back home, you have to realize this is one of the major functions of legislative council is research, so the legislature can get it right. And this absolutely helps the legislature to get it right. So I'm 100% in favor of this.
Seeing,
I have one more
Sure.
comment. I just
Yeah.
want to thank the legislature because we've come a long way in the 7 years that I've been here, and this would never have been brought to the table, prior to this. And I think it shows maturity for the legislature and the understanding once and for all that we do need to work together. And I think putting these structures in place only help us work together as a body and help us to work effectively with the county executive.
thank you. Any comment from the member of the public? No? Roll call vote, please.
Legislator Elner,
Yes.
Legislator Goulman, Chairman Birmingham.
Yes. Now we're going to go back to the additional on the agenda that was voted on at the beginning of the meeting. This is really just a bit of a housekeeping item. This resolution, if passed out of committee tonight, will not be pre-filed to the special we're having today, but rather this is referenced in the organizational material backgrounds for January 6th. So essentially, as we all know, we appointed our clerk unanimously at the end of December, or during December, for the position of legislative clerk. That was done pursuant to the charter. Unfortunately, the legislative manual wasn't brought up to date in 2021 when the charter change was made. So this resolution that we have before us is merely just to housekeeping, to keep that, to bring the manual back into line with the local law in 2021. That was adopted in 2021. It's my understanding that the full legislative reorganizational meeting will have two items before us. One will be the legislative manual as it is today before this is voted on, and then will be potentially amended on the floor then. And then the as amended pursuant to this, with only this change, will be voted on at the reorg and considered. So with that, I'll move this and ask for a committee second.
Second.
Any comment on this from any member of the legislature? Any member of the public? Roll call vote?
Legislator Elner,
Yes.
Legislator Goulman, Chairman Birmingham.
Yes. Thank you. Seeing no other business, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
No.
No? You want to stick around, huh?
Yes, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
You're good.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the special meeting of the Putnam County Legislature, December 31st, 2025. Please rise, and I'll ask Legislator Montgomery to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the legislative prayer, and I will lead you in prayer. We gather together here today, intent on doing good work. We seek to represent fairly and well those who have given us this task. May our efforts be blessed with insight and guided by understanding and wisdom. We seek to serve with respect for all. May our personal faiths give us strength to act honestly and well in all matters before us.
Amen.
Okay, roll call, please.
Legislator Montgomery,
Here.
Legislator Goulman, Legislator Adnesio,
Present.
Legislator Russo, Legislator Elner,
Present.
Legislator Yonke,
Present.
Legislator Birmingham,
Here.
Legislator Crowley, and Chairwoman Sage.
Present. Next on the agenda is item number 4. This is an approval to rescind Resolution 377 of local law entitled Transportation Advisory Council. We have to rescind this so that we can reenact it. We didn't. This has to be published in the newspapers, and we were unable to get that done at the time, so we need to rescind it and then revote. So I will, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Agenda item number 5 is an approval for the readoption of a local law to amend Chapter 25, Article 4, entitled Transportation Advisory Council. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Agenda item number 6 is an approval to rescind Resolution 379 of the 2025, changing the charter to provide for a council to the majority of the county legislature and a council to the minority of the county legislature. Discussion.
I'd ask for a roll call vote on this. Oops.
I can make one more comment. Why not? I won't take too long, I promise.
Yeah. This is to rescind.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
This is to rescind.
Thank you. I'll save it.
Okay. A roll call vote, please.
Legislator Adnesio,
Yes.
Legislator Birmingham,
Yes.
Legislator Crowley, Legislator Elner,
Yes.
Legislator Goulman, Legislator Yonke,
Yes.
Legislator Montgomery,
Yes.
Legislator Russo, and Chairwoman Sage.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Moving on to agenda item number 7. This is an approval to re-adopt a local law, changing the charter to provide for council to the majority of the council of the county legislature and a council to the minority of the county legislature. Discussion.
I would just ask again for a roll call vote.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
I'm just so excited about the New Year's festivities that I keep jumping ahead. But just, one more thing for the record. I want to stay focused on the substance of this law. This is about how we on the legislature function. It's not about politics. And the record today will speak for itself. Sometimes what isn't said and who isn't present tells us as much as what's on the record.
Anyone else? Legislator Yonke.
Thank you. A few weeks back, I talked about like a parting comment leaving the legislature, talked a little bit about the integrity of this legislature, the independence of this legislature. And, there's a saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. In this case, when the going gets tough, look around. Look who's here, and look at the astronomical odds of the same people missing 2 meetings in a row. Okay, this is an important piece of legislation. In my 9 years on this legislature, I'm very, very proud that I only missed 1 full meeting of this legislature in the 9 years, and it was because of a stupid calendar mistake. I thought we were meeting on a Tuesday in November, which is election day, and I booked a flight on the following night. But I'm proud of my attendance record, and for some people, I guess that doesn't matter that much. This legislation is a result of, and this is like Christmas coming twice for me in the same week, same month. This all dates back to the witch hunt of 2024, when one member of this legislature, who's not here today, sent a memo to the county attorney's office, and they spent $35,000 on a document which ultimately led to the termination of a contract with our legislative counsel at that time. Not only did they spend the $35,000 on the witch hunt, they spent $52,000. The county executive spent $52,000 to sue the legislature. And that suit was dropped at the last minute because he didn't really want to go to court. He didn't have any defense for it. I'm glad to see this, this is my final vote on this legislature. I'm glad to see this going through. It will help this body remain independent. It is about integrity, and I will be supporting this.
Anyone else? Roll call vote, please. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Roll call vote. Thank you.
Legislator Adnesio?
Yes.
Legislator Birmingham?
Yes.
Legislator Crowley? Legislator Elner?
Yes.
Legislator Gulman? Legislator Yonke?
Yes.
Legislator Montgomery?
Yes.
And Chairwoman Legislator Russo? Chairwoman Sage?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you, guys, again.
Thank you.
Thank you for
It's
the
good for
work.
the legislature. Agenda item number 8, I will make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Happy New